Have you ever wondered if there's a place where coastal beauty meets southern hospitality? Well, buckle up because we're about to show you one of Alabama's best kept secrets along the Gulf Coast.
Let's take a closer look at Orange Beach, a place that's as beautiful as it is complicated. Sure, the Gulf Coast lifestyle is dreamy, but we're not here to sugarcoat anything. You'll get the good, the bad, and, well, whatever Jess lets me say without cutting me off.
I'll cut you off. Trust me, Tony has no filter, so if you're looking for the unfiltered truth, you're in the right place.
Hey, I call it honesty, but not everyone agrees, but stick with us and you'll get the full picture, the pros, the cons, and everything in between.
Welcome to Orange Beach, Alabama. This coastal paradise is a blend of breathtaking Gulf views, laid-back vibes, and a tight-knit community. Orange Beach isn't just about its stunning beaches, it's about the people and the lifestyle. It's where community spirit meets coastal southern charm, creating a truly unique way of life. Let's start with the obvious. Living here means waking up to the sounds of the waves, enjoying year-round outdoor activities, and having the ocean as your backyard.
Well said. And trust me, it's not just the beach. You've got the parks, trails, and you have the waterways to explore. One time, I decided to kayak out into Robinson Island, and I was feeling pretty confident until I got caught in this deep current and ended up way off course. So, pro tip, always check the tide before heading out, unless you just want an unexpected adventure.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. You gave me a full-blown heart attack. I was about to call in the Coast Guard to come rescue you. And let's not forget the time you went paddleboarding. This was like a month ago, and Tony fell off right as we were about to see a pod of dolphins, and the kids were so mad.
Hey, at least I made everyone laugh. And honestly, that's what makes Orange Beach so special. It's the kind of place where even your mishaps turn into great stories. It could have been worse. It could have been a group of sharks and I could have been dinner.
No, that would have been hilarious. But speaking of dinner, when the day's adventures are over here, you can wind down with some of the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. Whether it's a shrimp po' boy from our local storage container restaurant or a fancy waterfront dinner at Voyagers, Orange Beach sets the bar high when it comes to coastal cuisine.
The locals here will tell you that Orange Beach is all about balance. You've got the laid-back vibes of a beach town, but there's also a strong sense of community. And obviously, we have great food, like Jess just said, but there's so much more. One of my favorite places in Orange Beach is the Wharf. It's like the heartbeat here. There's always something happening, something going on to bring people together, and it's not just tourists.
Oh yeah, the Wharf is definitely a local favorite. You've got everything from live music at the amphitheater to shopping and dining, and they even have this massive Ferris wheel with some of the best views of Orange Beach.
I took my niece to ride that Ferris wheel once, and let me tell you, I thought I was being the cool uncle, right? Until I realized I wasn't quite as brave as I thought when we got to the top. That thing is pretty high up there, but it was worth it, and the views are incredible, especially the sunset.
The Wharf also hosts a ton of events throughout the year, like the nightly Spectra light show. They do holiday parades and even fishing tournaments. It's one of those places where you can literally spend the entire day and not run out of things to do. My daughter and I can pop in and out of boutiques for hours. We absolutely love it.
Plus, if you live here, the Wharf becomes part of your routine, whether it's grabbing coffee at a local cafe, catching live music at the amphitheater, or just strolling along the marina. It's a hub for both locals and visitors. And let's not forget about the dining. Some of the best seafood that I've had was right there at the Wharf.
True story. And here's something to think about. Having a place like the Wharf nearby is a huge perk if you're considering moving here. Imagine being able to enjoy these events and concerts and waterfront dining without having to travel too far. This has been a game changer for so many of our clients, and a lot of folks have just never had the luxury of having an entertainment district right at their fingertips this close to home.
And if you're thinking about buying a home here, proximity to the Wharf can really add to your quality of life and your property value. Whether it's a second home or your forever home, being close to all this action is a huge plus.
Let's go back really quick and talk about the sunsets. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do. You can grab a blanket, head down to the beach, and just watch the sky turn into this like amazing masterpiece of orange, pink, and purple. This is the kind of thing that never gets old. And it's truly something you'll never take for granted living here.
Meanwhile, I'm the guy taking 50 pictures of Jess under the same sunset because, this is one that definitely is better than the last one.
That's not true at all. And Tony doesn't even know how to take pictures. His angles are always super weird.
He's a good photographer.
Oh, please.
It's insane.
But obviously, it's not all about the scenery. Orange Beach is also a hub for small businesses, from boutique shops to family-owned restaurants. Let me tell y'all, supporting local here is really easy and delicious.
Jess must be really hungry today.
When am I not?
Okay, now moving on, let's get into the nitty gritty. Every paradise has its quirks, and Orange Beach is no exception. First up, we got traffic. During peak tourist season, it's like one giant game of red light, green light, except nobody's winning.
And speaking of tourists, while they bring energy and boost the local economy, the summer crowds can make it a little bit harder for the residents to enjoy the quieter side of living on Orange Beach. Locals do have their go-to spots, though, like hidden beach accesses or less crowded restaurants that we're not going to name.
Yeah, we'll start sharing some of our secrets after you move here. And another thing to consider is the housing market. It's competitive. We had a client once lose on a home because they hesitated for a day. Just 24 hours. Around here, if you see a property you love, you have to act on it.
Yeah, especially if it's priced right, it's in a prime location, and it has been updated. Those are the ones to watch out for. They don't last long.
And for families, the limited number of schools and healthcare facilities might be a drawback. While nearby Foley and Gulf Shores offer more options, it's definitely something to factor in your decision if you're moving here full time.
But here's the thing. Orange Beach is constantly evolving.
That is 100% correct. From traffic improvements to development projects, the city is working hard to address these challenges.
Yeah, it's all about finding the balance between growth and also preserving what makes this place so special. Orange Beach is peaceful and small, and that's part of its charm. It's a place where the pros far outweigh the cons, and every day feels like an opportunity to create new memories. And I guess that's why we think this place is just perfect.
Whether it's a lazy afternoon on the sand or a fishing trip through the backwaters
or a sunset cruise on the Gulf, Orange Beach always has a way of making you fall in love with the little things.
Even the traffic seems less annoying when you're surrounded by this kind of beauty.
And if you're thinking about making the move, we're here to help. Whether it's finding the perfect beach house or navigating the local market, we've got your back.
Give us a call, shoot us a text, or even send us a message in a bottle. Whatever works. We're the #1 relocation team in all Baldwin County, and we'd love to help you find your slice of paradise right here.
Now watch this next video to learn more about living in Lower Alabama.